to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm glad you joined us today. So it's class number 2 of our 30-class Chair Yoga series, and we're going to stay seated again today, and we'll add in a cow pose and a cat pose. Now, we often do these at the beginning of class. They help warm up that spine. And if you like the experience, I hope you'll click that subscribe button. It is free. Leave me a comment and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair, and we're going to move a little bit forward so we're not leaning back. So if you'll remember from class number 1 that we'll start our practice focusing on that mind and body and breath. So let's take our feet, place them on the floor, equally weighted, so we're going to ground each foot to the mat. Next, we're going to ground our sits bones to the chair. So the same idea. They're on that chair, those pointy sits bones that we sit on. We're up nice and tall up on those bones, right? And they're equally weighted on that chair. Okay. Let's lift our heart, but lower those shoulders. Feel your abdominals engage. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Flip those palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and just breathe. Draw your attention inward towards your heart center. Feeling your natural inhalation and exhalation. Now let's elongate the breath. We're going to inhale a little more deeply and exhale a little more completely. Do that again. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then just breathe your natural breath. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands down to your thighs and open your eyes. We're going to shrug those shoulders up into our ears, and then we're going to let them fall. And we're going to do that again. If you want to bring the hands down by your side, that's fine. Shrug and drop. We're going to do that one more time. It's a shoulder shrug up and a drop. All right, very good. So we're going to let our right ear fall towards our right shoulder. Then I'm going to lift that right hand, and I'm just going to lay it lightly on my head. I'm not going to pull or tug. It's just going to let the weight of it give it a little extra stretch. Now, if you'll take the other arm, extend it long, flex through the wrist, and push through the heel of that hand. So I'm not getting the stretch by pulling on the head. I'm getting more of the stretch by pushing. One more breath. And let's release that. Bring that head up. How does that feel? All right, can we do the other side? So we're going to let that head fall, kind of ear to shoulder. Then just lift your hand up and lay it lightly on that head. Don't pull or tug. Other hand is going to extend. Push through the palm of the hand, trying to touch the other side, the other wall. Oh yeah, one more breath here. Let's bring the hand down. The hand comes off the head, and we're going to lift that head up. All right, very, very good. Coming into mountain pose. So we're going to bring our arms down by our sides, spread those fingers nice and wide. So if you don't want to spread the fingers, don't. It's okay. Let's come into those cactus arms. We're going to squeeze those shoulder blades back behind us, fingertips to the ceiling. So again, I'm trying to touch that ceiling with my fingers. And if this bothers your shoulders, you're going to keep those elbows bent a little bit. Your abdominals stay tight, your shoulders stay down. All right, let's release that, and we're going to do that again. Here we go, mountain pose. Hands down by the side, spread those fingers nice and wide. Come into those goalpost arms or cactus arms, squeezing those shoulder blades back behind you. Extend those arms up, extending our mountain pose, trying to touch the ceiling with our fingertips. Belly is tight, shoulders are down out of the ears. One more breath and release. All right, so we're getting that spine nice and long, right? So now we're going to give that spine a little different movement in a cat and a cow pose. Now we're going to start in cow pose, and what I want you to do is reach your arms back behind and just grab your chair. All right, not high. All right, so let's bring those arms down a bit, so down towards the seat of the chair. We're going to grab the back of the chair, and then we're going to lift our heart just a bit. So what I want you to think about is opening through the chin. All right, so don't think about back bend. I want you to think about opening the chin, and it's just going to give you a natural little bitty back bend. Squeezing those shoulder blades back behind. We have one more breath. Now we're going to move into cat pose. So I'm going to take my hands and I'll place them on my thighs. My elbows are going to stay wide. All right. Pull your belly in, tuck the chin, and I want you to round the upper body as we come into our cat pose. And we're going to hold that for a couple of breaths. So the thing here is letting the head fall as you look at your belly button. All right, now we're going to lift up, we're going to grab the back of our chair, and we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades back behind us, lifting up, chin up, chest open, squeeze. One more breath. Let's come down into cat pose again. Hands on thighs, pull that belly in, tuck that chin, and let that head fall. All right, so what I like to do is do the couple really slowly to give us some muscle memory is what I call it. Now, let's move a little more fluidly. Grab that chair, lift up. If you want to add the breath, this is your inhale. And then exhale into cat. Don't worry about the breath if you don't want to do it. Just breathe naturally. Don't hold the breath. And let's come back into cow pose again. Hands on that chair, lift up. And down we go. And we're going to do it one more time. Ready? Here we go. And release. All right. Very, very good. So we've gotten some good extension through that spine, and now we've moved it a little bit back and forth. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to do our goddess pose again. Now, if you were with us the last class, you know we did this one. If you weren't there, don't worry about it. Welcome. Love to have you even on day 2. Doesn't matter. On the second class is great. Let's heel toe our feet out. Okay. Now, we're going to come into our goddess arms again. So remember, the bottom of the arm needs to be parallel to that mat, and we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades back behind us. Our belly is tight. Our shoulders are down. So now we're going to move into what we call horse pose. So I'm going to lift my right heel off the floor. And then I'm going to lower it. And then I'm going to lift the other heel up off the floor. And I'm going to lower it. And let's do that again. It's a lift and a lower and a lift and a lower. One more time. Do you feel the calf working? So the upper body is very engaged. It's keeping us stable. And we're going to do the other heel. And our calves are really engaged. Let's release. Let's bring the arms down and bring those feet in and just take a little break. So we're going to do that again. The same thing. So is everybody feeling all right? Make sure those shoulders stay down and make sure the crown of the head is really lengthening up towards the ceiling. We want that long spine. Okay, let's do it again. So it's a heel toe, heel toe. Now make sure your knees are out. So the hips, knees, and ankles are in alignment. All right? Come to goddess arms. Okay, goddess pose. Here we are. We're going to do horse pose. So we're going to lift this heel first. Lift and down. And we're going to lift the other heel. Lift and down. Again. Lift and down. Other side. Lift and down. One more. Lift and down. Other side. Lift and down. Bring your arms down. Let's let those knees just fold in. A little internal rotation. Okay, so now the final piece of this series is we're going to lift both heels at the same time, okay? So let's go ahead and bring our knees open. Whatever that means for you, remember, want the knees open. So if that means bringing the feet in a little bit to keep that alignment, absolutely fine. You do what works for you. Okay, goddess arms, here we go. Belly tight, crown of the head to the ceiling, shoulders stay down. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind you. Here we go. We're going to start with that right heel. We're going to lift it, then we're going to lift the other heel. And then we're going to put the left heel down and the right heel down. Left up, right up. Right down, left down. Right up, left up. Left down, right down. Left up, right up. Right down, left down. Right up, left up. Left down, right down. Last time. Left up, right up. Right down, left down. Bring the hands down, heel toe the feet in. Little brain work there too, huh? For me too. All right. Excellent work. So we're going to do a twist, but not a full body twist. We're going to do a one-armed twist. So you're going to be feeling your sideways muscles working. So we're going to come back to those goddess arms, cactus arms. Now I'm going to take my right arm and I'm going to bring it across to the opposite shoulder. And then I'm going to open. Inhale, exhale, and up. Inhale here, exhale, come across. Inhale up, exhale, come across. Inhale up, one more time. Exhale across on both sides though. Inhale up and exhale down. And up we go. Okay, bring the arms down, and that's a great version of that series if you want to do that. Now, if you feel like you've got a little bit more in you, let's come back to those cactus arms, okay? Now, we're going to bring that arm across, and then we're going to add a twist. See what I'm doing? I'm looking over that opposite shoulder now, adding a little bit more to it. And then we're going to come center. Inhale here, exhale. Bring that arm across, and you're going to twist and look over that opposite shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, come across and twist. Inhale up. Exhale, come across and twist. Up we go. Bring that arm down and twist. Up we go. Let's do one more on each side. Last one, last side. We've got this. Up we go. Bring those arms down and take a moment. I'm going to roll my shoulders a little bit. That's a lot of arm work, wasn't it? Okay, let's do something with the legs. What do you think? So we're going to do some ankle rotations. So I'm going to put my hand under my right thigh, and I'm just going to lift that leg up. Now here's the key to this one. I don't want you leaning back, okay? So as you lift that leg, I want you to think about using your abdominals really tight and lengthening the crown of the head to the ceiling, okay? Now, we're going to rotate those ankles. So a little ankle rotation here, a little movement for those ankles. We're going to stop and we're going to reverse it. Good. You got it. Okay, let's do it again. Rotate. And reverse. All right, let's put that foot down. Okay, good. We're going to do the other side. So we're going to lift this other leg up. My hands are under that thigh. Pull that belly in, and we're going to rotate those ankles in one direction. Okay, that was my ankle that just cracked. I don't know if you heard that. That was me. And then let's reverse it. So little crackling going on. That's okay. And let's reverse it again. And one more time the other direction. And we're going to put that foot down. Okay, really good. So now what we're going to do, they're called knee rotations, but honestly, they're really more for the hips. but you'll see what I mean here. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to grab that knee and I'm going to lift, okay? Now, I personally prefer to hold my chair and just hold my leg with one hand, but you are welcome to hold it with two. So I'll do it both ways. So we're going to go out, down, around, and up. Okay, so it's out, down, around, and up. And we're going to do that again. Out, down, around. Do you see what's happening? The hip, right? Even though it's a knee rotation, it's called knee rotations, but it's the hips really that's rotating. Okay, now we're going to reverse it. So we're going to go down first, and then out, around, and up. So it's down, out, around, and up. We're going to do that again. Down, out, around, and up. One more time. Down, out, around, and up. Now hold that leg up and rotate those ankles again. And reverse it. Okay, let's put that leg down. We're going to do the other side. Are we ready? Let's lift it up. Okay, so we're going to go out, down, around, and up. Out, down, around, and up. Out, down, around, and up. We're going to do that one more time, just like that. Okay, now we're going to reverse it. So it's down, out, around, and up. Down, out, around, and up. Down, out, around, and up. We're going to do that one more time. And now we're going to rotate those ankles. And reverse it. And put that leg down. Okay, so this is a great version. And if you want to stick with that version, stick with it. If you want to try doing it with one hand, so we're going to lift that leg up. Now, you can hold that chair if that feels good. You can have your hand here on the leg. You might find that you get a little more rotation with it just holding one hand. But if the two feels better for you, that's fine. Here we go. Out. See, I can just get a little bit bigger for me. And up. So it's out. So try to make that circle as big as you can, right? That's where you're really going to get the ticket. Get that really deep into that hip joint. All right, let's reverse it. So good for our hip joints. Rotating, right? Full range of motion around that ball and socket joint. Good. Can we do one more? Okay, let's not leave out the ankles. Here we go. Ankle rotations. And reverse. Good job. Okay, let's put that foot down. We're going to do the other side now. So we're going to lift. So we'll start in one direction. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go out, down, around, and up. But if you want to do it the other way, it doesn't matter, just as long as you switch it up. Right? Let's do one more. Okay, now we're going to reverse that. So it's a down, out, around, and up. So let's do that again. How's that feeling? It's a lot of movement for that joint, I know. It should feel good though. All right, are we ready? Let's do those rotations of that ankle. There we go, good. Mine's still cracking. I don't know. Reverse it. Craziness. All right, put that foot down. All right, excellent work. So we're going to move back into our Shavasana pose. So we're going to sit back. If you want to lean back, you can. It's fine, right? This is our resting pose. So we're going to take our hands and place them lightly on our thighs and then flip the palms up. So you'll close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Live creatively. Creativity is not just for writers and artists. Every endeavor in life, and indeed life itself, can benefit from a creative approach. There's the way you've always done it, and it works. And that's fine. Yet very likely there's an even better way, more effective, more satisfying, more enduring, more fun. Look at what there is now, consider what's happened in the past and how it worked out, then mix it all with what might be. That's a good starting point for creativity. Then perhaps you can add in a little randomness, something that catches your eye, because who knows, it might just work. That doesn't mean you should completely disconnect from reality in order to be creative. What it means is that there are plenty of ways you can creatively improve on reality. And in a very fundamental sense, that's what life is all about. Live creatively and continue discovering new ways to be more fully alive. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Very well done, my fellow bottoms downies. We've made it to the end of class number 2. Please keep showing up. Click that subscribe button. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time.